Hello there. Hey, my name is Chris Adams, president of Adams Technology Group, and I'm putting together this, we'll call it a mini series, and why you would choose to partner with HEG for your IT solutions and support. And I do these because I think it's important for our clients to understand, who they're hiring, who they're partnering with, versus what we're just writing on a website, what we're, maybe saying on social, et cetera, et cetera. I think video is really, really powerful. So what I want to talk about today is we did this really powerful exercise, and for, kind of the entire team. I got to get this thing moved up here so I'm not slouching. And kind of the theme for it was capacity. And for us, I think 2025 was a really powerful year. I think 2024 was a powerful year. I think 2025 is even going to be more powerful. And, kind of the thing for me is because it's January 22nd, everyone is going through all their New Year's resolutions and putting together their budgets and their milestones and the objectives and, all the team building and, stuff that goes along with that. We're on the same boat. I think one of the exercises that I thought I wanted to try with the guys was, let's talk about how much work we got done in 2024. So let me just start here with a quote from Dan Sullivan out of the book 10X is Easier Than 2X. Dan says, your level of capability in the future depends upon your measurement of achievements in the past. You can't move forward and grow until you've acknowledged how far you've come and have properly measured your gains. And I think that's a really fitting concept there from Dan, in the fact that some of us just don't sit down enough to pause even our personal lives, let alone in our business, and talk about all of the things that we accomplished. And for me, it's not so much just thinking through them, it's the visual. So what I did was I brought our entire team, and we have a team of about 17, into the conference room, put the whiteboard up, and I just simply said, what does progress look like? What did we do in 2024? And all I did was everyone just kind of popcorned, all of these things that we did. And let me just tell you, the whiteboard filled up really quick. And I could go into all the stuff that we went through, right? We made some major overhauls. We bought another company. We bought Integranet IT. We're coming up on a year on that. That was a major overhaul for us. We changed our entire ticketing system, our quoting processes, our inventory, moved to Microsoft Teams from Google Workspace, implemented Teams phones, which has actually been fantastic. Bought a bunch of new vehicles. We're changing the branding from Smatitech to Adams Technology Group. So we started that process. We hired some great teammates, worked on the new org chart, created our new concept for how we're handling our help desk. We did a lot. But it was really powerful in the fact that all the guys were sitting around, right, and they were just throwing this stuff up. And what became obvious and what I wanted them to see was that there has been a lot of work that we did in 2024. And the other crazy thing is that when you look at all of those things, all of those big topics, right, on the whiteboard, was under every one of those big topics, there are 10 little things that we did to make that happen, right? And then we got to look at, people would go around and they would see that they were part of that accountability. They were part of that task. They were part of that objective. And it really was powerful in the fact that it kind of brought the team together. And I simply said, okay, listen, if this is what we got done in 2024, what are we going to do in 2025? And then we started to go through the exercise of, okay, what are our goals and objectives for 2025? I think it's also interesting that none of the stuff that we talked about had anything to do with sales, profit and loss, marketing, sales by customer, sales by category, widgets sold, inventory, right? Nothing financial. I also think there was nothing specific from a technical standpoint. A majority of what we did was what I consider to be like non-technical, right? The heavy lifts. And how did we grow as a culture? Now, we additionally came to the conclusion that while we were doing all of that and we were doing all of that growth, we took on IntegraNet. And just to kind of put that in perspective, we were doing about 700 to 1,000 tickets a month. We've almost doubled that. And so now we're doing anywhere from 15 to 1,800 tickets a month. And what has not fallen off is the level of customer service that we continue to provide. And I think if you really understand what that means, right, it becomes an operational feat. Because as companies grow, right, they ramp up. Customer service is always good, right? And you guys can relate to this, right? Great company, love to work with them, and then now it's just kind of a pain in the ass. Well, why is it a pain in the ass? Because they've continued to develop and put dollars into the pre-sales and into the sales operation. What they've failed to do is continue to put the same dollars into the client services, what we call client services or customer service, to provide the same level of service as they continue to grow, right? Customer service should not be diminishing. It needs to be the same. And for us, it is so powerful, the fact that we were doing 700 tickets a month and we go to, almost 2,000 in some cases, and still continue to deliver 329, right? And those of you who aren't familiar with what 329 is, we answer every phone call within 3 rings. We respond to every ticket in 29 minutes. That's our benchmark. So of all of the stuff that we did, we still had to maintain that. And those guys, when they see it on the whiteboard, it becomes real. And I think that that's some of the things that we don't do is as individuals, as leaders, as business owners, as managers, is we don't sit down and we just reflect. Sit down with our team, sit down with our family, sit down with us individually and just reflect and write down all the stuff that we got done. Because once you write that down, then now you can celebrate it. But I also think it creates a benchmark. And the thing for me is, I told the guys, I said, okay, we had an incredible year in 2024. But now I understand what you're capable of. And now that I understand what you're capable of, I'm going to hold you to that, right? Because that's what I do from a leadership standpoint is we're going to continue to grow, right? But if we don't have a benchmark, we don't have a way to measure, as what Dan said in this quote is, okay, here's where we're going next, right? We continue to develop, right? We have a feedback loop, an echo chamber where we're constantly asking ourselves what worked, what didn't work, what can we do to be better, right? And there's a lot of ways to look at that. But those are just 3 simple questions. Why would you want to work with and partner with, Adams Technology Group is because we're constantly innovating, right? We're constantly innovating because we're getting feedback from our clients on a daily basis, right? And we're taking that and we're creating and we're streamlining our processes to help our clients keep their computers and their networks running fast and secure. That's our mission statement. That's the bench, the benchmark. We're not willing to waver off of that. And everyone knows that in the organization. One of the things that we also do here that's unique is everyone understands what our vision statement is. Technology is what we do. It's not who we are. Everyone knows what our mission statement is. However, in part 2, we're going to tweak our mission statement to get it even more precise in the kind of IT that we do here. We're not a solution or a partner for everyone. I totally get that. But for the ones that we're powerful. And so we're going to tweak our mission statement. But now we keep our client computers and internet running fast and secure. I guess maybe I'll just say we're going to add the word technology. We're going to remove internet. We're going to add networks because it just is more, it's a better word for kind of what we're doing. It's just not internet anymore. It's networks, SD-WAN type stuff, back office VPNs, right? Multi-site, remote workers, right? So it's a bigger than just internet. So we're going to be tweaking our mission statement, but everyone knows what our mission, what our vision is, and then our core pillars. Those are the foundations of what we have as an organization. And if we didn't have those, we wouldn't be able to continue to deliver 329. That's an internal term. You're not going to see it on any of our marketing stuff. But that's a benchmarking. That's one reason why you would want to work with us. We simply answer every phone call within 3 rings and respond to every ticket in 29 minutes. And to all of our competitors out there, if you want to compete with us, we're not in the business of competing on the price of a WatchGuard firewall or a Meraki access point or a Unifier or a Netgear or any switch or any gear. That's not what we do. People hire us to eliminate downtime. They understand how important downtime is in an organization, and they can't have it. That's why people partner with us. We provide a lot of custom IT solutions. We provide a lot of custom IT logistics. We have an incredible support team. We have incredible system administrators, security administrators, right? I mean, it's all encompassing. And so with us purchasing Integranet, people are always asking me, hey, would you do it again? I absolutely would do it again. And not because of the revenue growth or the great clients that we brought on, right? That's all been fantastic. But I think it was an interesting check on how well our systems and our methodologies were. Because if we took on Integranet and we didn't have the right foundation, that acquisition would have broke us. And we talked about that in the meeting too, and we had it, on the whiteboard. Is the acquisition was a big thing, and there was a lot of things that we didn't foresee that we overcome based on our methodology and our framework and our feedback loop, right? And one of the things that we also do around here is the fact that we don't talk about problems, we talk about solutions, right? Clients come to us and clients work with us because they don't care what the problem is. They don't care who caused the problem. They don't care about licensing and Microsoft and this and that. What they care about is a solution and how fast that solution is going to be implemented, and then how well we're going to support that. And I think buying Integranet really tested the mettle of our organization, and it made us stronger and it made us better. So that's kind of one of the things that we've done here. We're in a constant feedback loop. I do a lot of reading, and it's kind of like my own little lab, for lack of a better term, where I get to bring the guys in the office, and what I read, I put into practice. And that was just one really cool, off the cuff, super powerful, exercise that we did as a company. Now, here's where it's leading into right now. In the next room, in the conferences, we're doing all of our year-end performance interviews. And we're having discussions both on a technical standpoint, right, and a non-technical standpoint. And we're talking about the contribution that they did as an individual to that, right? Because there is direct correlation to how these guys handle themselves as techs and admins and engineers to contribute to how they're becoming the best version of what they can be, and how that process helps them be better techs, and how that helps us be a better company. How we become a better company helps our clients help their clients, right? That relationship is transformative. It's not a simple relationship. We don't do anything here based on transaction. We don't do contracts. Why don't we do contracts? Well, because we enter into a new contract every time we answer the phone, every time we respond to a ticket. We're here to help you build your business. We're help you to provide solutions to your technology, right? Technology is complicated. It isn't what it was 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. Everything is connected. Everything moved to the cloud, API driven. We have security. We've got compliance, right? We got all this stuff coming down. Clients are looking for an IT partner that can take care of all of that. We're a full stack shop. We do all of that in-house. So that was just one of the things that, and I think it's good to start the mini series with this, because I'm going to do a series of these where you kind of get to understand me, right? I'm the head of the company, and as you get to know me, what I talk about here is the same. It's no different than what I talk about with the team, and it's exciting. People partner with us not because we sell a certain firewall, not because we can help them migrate from Google Workforce to or Workspace, whatever Google's calling it this day and age, to Microsoft Teams. That's not why you hire us. You hire us because we're going to be there when you need us. 329. We have no contracts. We spend a lot of time on the relationship. We have a lot of conversations. We have a lot of phone calls. And that's kind of what separates us. So the mini-series, sorry to kind of get off track there, is really just about these short little snippets about what makes us different in the marketplace. What is it that we do really, really well? What is it that makes us unique? What is it that we're mastering? And it's both technical and it's non-technical, right? Our vision statement is technology is what we do. It's not who we are. You're going to hear that a lot. We want to be super smart and we want to be super kind. People don't call in or send in emails because they're having great days. People call in because they're stressed. They got to run payroll. The printer's not working. The computer won't turn on. They've got a cybersecurity policy, that audit coming down. They've got compliance stuff coming down, right? People get a hold of us because there's some sort of challenge, problem, incident, whatever we want to call it, and they're relying on us to take care of it, and we do it really, really well. So that's what I got. The other thing is, I just want to say I don't do a lot of intros. I don't. Intros are about me, not about you. I want to get to the content. I shoot these raw. Paris will kind of go through and do some edits in there, but these are just really quick videos for me to, one, say hi, introduce myself, and talk about, okay, this is from the ownership level, from the leadership level, from the president of the company, this is where it starts. And these are the things that we're doing. So listen, I appreciate your time. This is the first one. Next week, I'm going to be shooting part 2. I don't know how many parts there are. I'm just going to keep shooting as I got content. I got a lot of content, but appreciate your time. And obviously, if you're interested in, you got a technology problem, you're looking for a new technology partner, of course, reach out to us. 208-906-8318. Ask for myself. You reach me direct. The guys know how to find me. If you want to do a little passive investigation, you can go to adamstechnologygroup.com or Smatitech. And Paris, you can put the little captions down below for the website. And you can do a little bit of passive investigation. We are going through a new website rebrand because we're moving to Adams Technology Group away from Smatitech, because just in the nature and the things that we do, and it's a better branding position. And with us purchasing Integranet, I couldn't have two brands, and so we just kind of made the decision to go with Adams Technology Group. So anyway, thanks for your time, and look for part 2. And if you want to check out some other videos, there's some other content, up, down, below, wherever we got it on the page. And appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.